second part of the experiment uh, in the queries or the sailors reserves and ports. So we talked about basic queries. Then we talked about union intersection. Now let us look into the new dimension that was with the nested queries. So when we are yet to start the nested query, the definition of the nested query itself says uh, query inside a query inside another query. Second thing, inner query will execute first and it sends the output as input to the outer query. This was the key takeaway what we to understand. Now find the names of the sailors who has reserved boat ID. So at this case, names of the sailors, we need sailors who has reserved boat number 103. So we can stick up with two tables and we don't need this boat table as of now for the relation. And then who has reserved 103. So 103, 103 and 103. So we have uh, three things. So it points out to 22. Name was Dustin. Then it points to 31. Name was Luber. Then it points to 74. Name was Horatio. Okay, now the concept we shouldn't deviate. That is, we should fix up this not in an earlier model, but in a model where a nested query is looking up. So for that, we bring up this relation with a new keyword like in. So this first part, we will call it as outer query, followed by in, followed by in. This will be assumed as the second part. So the other we will call here as an inner query, which is written in braces here. That is from the select command towards this query. Now, when we are using with inner and outer query, we work in a model called as sets. We work out in a model called as sets. So select RID from reserves R. Now, how is this inner query executed? So what will be the results of the inner query? So it says that select reserves.sids from reserves R, where reserves.boatid is 103. So this we are calling here as a simple query, and that too it is applied only to one table. So that is reserves. It is applied as of now to only one table, right? Now, next one was we need to find the sailor names from sailors and where SID. So S.SID in again we are going to have some set of SIDs in reserves table. In reserves table. This is compare for names. Compare for names which are going to be part of the Sailors table. So what we can draw it up. We can mention boat ID 103. It is given up only with 22, 31 and 74. Now 22, 71 and 22, 31 and 74. 3 items. Now here we are going to have a set of 10 entities, right? It can be 22, 29, 31, 32, 58, 64, 71, 74, 85 and 95. So this is the set, Sailor set, that is in outer query. Now we are going to have 22, 31 and 74. So we need to compare with the in operator. So which are common or meeting the condition. What was the condition? 22, 31 and 74. So we are going to have only 3 items at this case. So just verify whether this query can lead us with a result. So obviously, we will now move to the SQL part. Then we need to work out with the subquery part. So obviously, sailors, reserves, boats, these insert commands are common, which we have already practiced. So we can drop the content, 1 with Dustin, 2 with Luber, and 3 with Horatio. So that is 22, 31, and the other, that is with Horatio. Now, let us see in another way how the other part of the subquery is going to respond. So for this, the question was, find the names of the sailors. Find the names of the sailors who has reserved a red boat. Find the names of the sailors who has reserved a red boat. So we need database 1, database 2, and database 3. That means we need to have nested query. We need to have nested query and main query. It is going to have answers from subquery 1, answers from subquery 2. So select SID, RID, this part. Select SID, RID and other elements. we call here as subquery 1. Then again, select boat ID from boat ID from boats, we call it as subquery 2. Then where from and select. So these items with in and in, we call it as a main query, and altogether we have main query with nested queries, query inside and another query, that is with subquery 1 and subquery 2. So subquery 1 and subquery 2, we call it as a simple query, which is operated on single table. It is going to be operated here on a single table. So that was the takeaway what we have to understand at this point. So now let us execute the parts here. So in we are going to user. So in it is supporting the sets. It is going to support the set. So when we take up subquery 2, I get in here. There we can build up boat IDs. So what are boat IDs? 101, 102, 103, 104. These are the 4 IDs. Then in this is with subquery 1. So again, this is also a part with sets, and it is bringing up the items that will be 22, 31, 64 and 74. 22, 31, 64 and 74. Now we are moving this, move the results to main query. Move the results to the main query. So both the set operations, it will move the answer to the main query, and thereby it is generating the items. So now let us understand here. So who has reserved only a red boat? Who has reserved only a red boat? Now between this, who has reserved a red boat is going to happen. So when we are going to call it as a red boat, automatically 101, 103 will be eliminated. So here 101, 103 will be eliminated. Second thing was we should get the names. So 22 name was Dustin, 31 name was Luber, 64 name was Horatio, 74 name was again Horatio. So in this way we can express our answers as of now. So let us move to let us take up this query that has to be executed. So we will take up the query from here and see how it is getting executed. How it is getting executed. So nested query 1 selected r.sid from reserves. This is going to be the nested query 1. Select r.b.bid from boards. This one was the nested query 2, and In is going to be a set operator. So these two are two subquery 1, subquery 2. They are resulting to the main query with the two where clauses and one from clause of the select command. Now let us hit on the R button, run button. So something went wrong here to get us this answer. Something went wrong. So hit on the run button. So now we can see this Horatio, Luber, Dustin. One Horatio with 64 and another with 74 values are printed as of now. So we get the answers that will be displayed as here. So can print up the answers: Dustin, Luber, Horatio, and Horatio. So that is how we will work with the nested query. After nested query, let us take up the concept called as correlated nested queries. So it is going to be a result, or it is going to be a relationship of a table name. So when we go up with correlated nested tables, we can say the table name used in outer query will be used in the inner query. So we can say a relationship between two queries via the table names or attributes. So there is a relationship within queries. Same table will be used among both inner and outer queries. So that was the takeaway what we should understand as of now for the correlated nested query. Now, let us look into an example here. Find the names of asylers who have reserved boat number 103. So we can use only asylers and we can use only reserves table. We are not using the boat table. Now, first time we are using a word called here as exist. We are using a word called as exist. So verify a attribute exist or available or not. We need to verify it. we need to verify attribute is available or not. We need to move in this mode. So now s dot sid, it is taking the Cyler table. R dot sid, it is taking the results table. But Cyler table is not used. Cyler table is not mentioned in the subquery as it is stated in the main query. As it is stated in the main query, so we are not stating it up. So r.bid, it is pointing out to the BID. s.sid, it is bringing up to Cyler ID. r.sid, it is bringing up to this point. So in correlated nested queries, we observe a relationship among the queries. We observe a relationship among the queries. So observe the relationship among queries. So that was the case we should take up here. So in order to mention it, how we can justify it is using a command called as exist, that we are going to call it as a reserved word in SQL. So that's how we have to use the exist as of when we were told to use up the correlated nested queries. So now we bring up this query for execution. So you can see here we need to display the Cyler's name from the Cyler table, and we are verifying it in the inner table whether the Cyler name and whether the Cyler ID and the boat ID we need to verify. And second thing was Cyler ID and RID. Cyler ID is common in resource and Cyler, and boat ID was with a fixed value condition, that is 103. So let us hit on the run button to see the answer. So we will get Dustin, Uber and Pareto. So that is how we are going to check up the answer. So 103 is fixed, right? So 103, 103 and 103. So 74 is Pareto. 103.31 is going to be Luber. The 22 part is always the Dustin part. We will be getting the three elements. We will be getting the three elements as answers for this. So that is all regarding the subquery part, and the nested queries, that is nothing but the subqueries and followed by the correlated queries. So we will end up here.